This is a CBC podcast.
People living near Donkin have been complaining for months about noise coming from the background of the underground coal mine. The mine's been idle for more than a year at Donkin, but a handful of staff are keeping the shafts free of water and monitoring the air. Residents say the ventilation fans at Donkin can be heard 3 or 4 kilometers away in Portmorion, and the noise has even reached homes up to 7 kilometers away in the community of Southhead, especially when there's a north wind. Well, now it seems there is a solution in the works. CBRM councillor James Edwards is a member of the mine's Community Liaison Committee, and he spoke with reporter Tom Ayres.
Well, actually, we had a meeting yesterday with the CLC, the Citizens Liaison Committee with the Donkin Mine, at the Donkin Mine, and that was the first order of business where they announced that they had reached an agreement with the UK group. Forgive me, their name is escapes me at the moment, but anyway, the agreement has been reached, and they're going to do the design for the noise reduction system for the fans at Donkin Mine, and all things being equal, by the time the design is done and the mufflers, for lack of better expression, are made, which will be made locally, by the way, and installed. We're hoping that the noise problem will be solved by the new year, actually.
And is it proven technology? I mean, we're talking about a system that has been used elsewhere, so you're confident that it's going to work?
Well, they're confident, and the people at Donkin Mine have certainly done their research. This has been an ongoing process for the last several months, so that they've been going back and forth with the company in the UK, and I guess they've done their due diligence and have arrived at an understanding that okay, well, this should work. So that's all I have to go on for sure.
Any idea how it will work?
Yeah, no, you know what, again, I use the word mufflers, and so there's an attachment that will be included in the mine ventilation shaft over the fans or on the fans, but no, you would have to contact either the Cameron at the Donkin Mine or the people in the UK to get the specifications on that. But over the last several months, this noise problem has been an ongoing issue for a long time, and it's causing a lot of disruption to several families in and around the Morion area, and as far as Southhead across the Morion Bay. So this will be welcome news for the residents of the area who have been sleep deprived for several months. And one lady says she's even getting very cranky about this, and I'm sure she is. I don't want to make light of that because I know how I am myself if I lose a couple of hours sleep.
Have you heard the noise yourself?
I have, and it's funny the way it works. It isn't prominent in all locations. You could have a person on one side of the road hearing it without a problem, and a person on the other side of the road who might have some trees or whatever in front of their house can barely hear it. And that's exactly the way it is with me. I live in Holmville, and my house is surrounded by trees, and I can hear it faintly, whereas my brother, who is next door, has the trees cleared. His property is more open, and he can hear very prominently. So, and same thing in the Morion area. You know, I'm familiar with residents who live across the street from each other, literally, and one family hears it, and the other family across the street doesn't. But the answer to your question is yes, I've heard it, and it isn't a phantom noise. There's no question about it. It's a very real, prominent noise, and I certainly wouldn't want to have it the way that some residents have it, where I can't sleep or watch TV, and it's a very real issue that I'm really happy is going to be addressed.
Any indication from the mine owners whether they plan to restart the mine?
Well, no, but I I think one could draw the conclusion that if they're making that kind of investment, that I think that bodes well for the mine future.
CBRM Councillor James Edwards speaking with reporter Tom Ayres, who represents the area around the Donkin mine. Tom also spoke with Betty Rankin, who lives in Portmorion, several kilometres from the mine.
Well, it's been a long, hard go to resolve this problem. It's definitely affected our lives. It's the type of noise that gets in your head and you can't get rid of it. You hear it at night, you hear it during the day, you go for a walk, you hear it. It's just so annoying that it gets in your head and you can't get rid of it.
I've been told that it's affected people's sleep or their health. Has it actually had that kind of an effect on you?
Oh, definitely. Even, it wakes you during the night, and even if you get to sleep, it might start again in the night, and it wakes you up. Even when you don't hear it, you're anticipating that it's going to start, so you can't get away from that.
A large number of people have been complaining about it to the MLA, to the CBRM, and to the Donkin Mine, the Community Liaison Committee. The mine has confirmed, actually by email, that they're going to have some kind of a solution in place. Have you heard that?
Well, our councillor, James Edwards, did send a message out to some of us last night to that effect. It's definitely good news. We've fought this battle for about 2 years now, and there were so many people involved in this. And this point was reached due to the persistence of many citizens and government departments, and we really appreciate everybody's involvement in it.
And you say government departments. In the past, when I've done interviews on this, the Department of Environment has said, look, we've made the mine do a noise study, and the information that comes back is that it falls within the range that they're allowed to have.
Yeah, that's what we were told, and they did another study when we started complaining. The problem is that the noise fades in and then it comes back. It's in and out, in and out. And there's times when we don't hear it at all. We've asked them about that, and they say it's weather-related. Well, the weather doesn't change in the period of time that we hear it. So we could never understand that conclusion, but you go with the government officials that are telling you they know more than we do. Our suggestion is that these guidelines should be adjusted because they affected our community so badly. Like I say, people could not sleep. They went out in their yards in the daytime. I couldn't even sleep at night in my basement. It would penetrate the walls in my house. To close a window wouldn't stop the noise. It's hard to imagine that, but it was the same whether the window was opened or closed.
I guess you got some good news now.
I certainly do. Not looking forward to another 3 months. They say this will be resolved by December, but at least we see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Betty Rankin of Portmorion, who says even though she lives several kilometres from the Donkin mine, the noise from ventilation fans has affected her sleep and her health. In a brief email, Donkin Mine Coordinator Cameron McLennan confirms that Cameron Cole plans to modify the ventilation fans. He says a British firm believes the work will reduce noise from the fans, but no other details were provided.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.